Oh, hey there. Hey guys, sorry about the lighting. It's really late at night, so I'm kind of doing what I can. I am doing a review on Detective Comics issue 23.2, Harley Quinn. I bought this for $3.99 at my kind of local, kind of very far away comic book shop. And as always, the first part of this review will be 110% spoiler free, and I'll warn you guys before I spoil anything. So, overall opinion. My overall opinion on this comic is I wasn't overly fond of it. I'm a very big Harley Quinn fan, loved her before the New 52, and so I'm very picky about the way she's written, so maybe I am being a little bit overly critical of this, but I wasn't really fond of this comic all that much. I don't think it's terrible, but I didn't really feel it worked with the potential it could have. Also, while I'm not usually one to judge artwork because I know I can't do any better, I can't draw at all, I was not fond of the way she was drawn in this comic at all either. The art did nothing for me and killed some of what I thought was good of the story. Overall, I didn't really completely find this comic worth picking up, and I will say this, that some of what they had in there I did find very interesting, and you do get into Harley's psyche, and there were some lines from it that I was very fond of, but overall, as a whole, I have to be honest, I was not very fond of this comic. That being said, we are going to enter the spoiler zone where I'm going to open up this comic, but I will give you guys a moment of silence to exhale before I spoil anything, so yeah, this is going to be awkward. I think that's long enough. As always, I'm not going to spoil everything about this comic. I'm going to give you guys some of the things that happened in it so you get an idea of what's in it, but if you still want to buy it yourself, you'll still be surprised, I guess, by some of the stuff that happens. So this delves into Harley's childhood, which was a bit rough. She was the only person in her family to graduate from college, and you could tell she was really trying to strive for something bigger in her life. It says how she got a master's and a doctorate, and that she was into criminal psychology. She first started doing psychology work at the most prestigious hospital in all of Gotham, but quickly found herself growing bored and not being able to find any real challenges. She wanted to look for something more, which is when she started working in Arkham Asylum. She felt the reason she couldn't help any of them was because there was a barrier between her and them, and so she went undercover into Arkham Asylum as a patient. She said some makeup and a little bit of hairstyling, and she was in. It quickly shows her hooking up with the Joker and showing what turned her from Harleen Quinzel, the genius psychologist, into Harley Quinn. Now, next it shows how she steals little pieces of her costume from everybody, and we all know that Harley Quinn's costume change has been very controversial in the New 52. I'm not even going to touch on that, but I will say this, it's impossible to kick butt in that costume. Everything would be sliding off of everywhere, but of course, a lot of female comic book costumes are not very realistic or durable in the situations that they're actually fighting in. But like I said, the art in the issue just doesn't do anything for me. I think they were going for a very gritty, kind of insane look, but to me it just came off kind of a bit sloppy. And I don't mean any offense to the artist, I'm just being totally honest. The thing I did like about this issue was because I am studying psychology and I do want to become a psychologist and delve more into that. I did like the very psychological aspect of that and of this issue, and I did find that very interesting and intriguing, but still, the issue as a whole didn't do much for me. I didn't really live up to any expectations I had at picking up a comic on Harley Quinn, and I get what they were trying to do, and I appreciate some of the psychological aspects of it, because I've always found Harley Quinn a very psychologically intriguing character, and I tend to overly psychoanalyze characters. I almost started a YouTube series called Psychoanalyzing Characters. What was it? Character analysis or something. I almost started a series on that where I overanalyzed characters because I do it all the time. But it didn't live up to my expectations. I'm doing a review, I have to be totally honest. And it does leave with an ending I'm not going to spoil, and to see the conclusion of it, you're going to have to look at Suicide Squad issue 24. So that is my review of Detective Comic issue 23.2, Harley Quinn. Like I said, I feel like they could have done a bit more with it. Do I think it's a terrible issue? No. And I think if you're a Harley Quinn fan, then just go for it. But overall, I didn't really see the makings of a fantastic comic. I wasn't overly thrilled with it, and I have to be honest, I hate bashing comics. I love comics, but this one just didn't do much for me. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing if you have. Stay awesome.